Hello, everybody. A few weeks ago, I preached about the process of death and resurrection as a part of a sermon I did. During that sermon, I made a rather bold statement. I said that I believe that the church in the United States needs to die. That sounds a little shocking, but let me explain it. I believe it needs to die in the form that it's currently in, because somehow church has become about consumerism. It's a place that puts on a show where people arrive on a Sunday morning and they consume some sort of a religious product that helps them get their bliss on. That version of church needs to die so something more beautiful and vital can be raised up in its place. A church that's no longer about performance, but a church that is about relationship. Relationship with God and relationship with one another. So instead of just being a part of a crowd on a Sunday, we can actually be a part of each other's spiritual lives and journeys. With that in mind, I am so excited to announce to you that we are going to usher in some small group gatherings as a part of our church life together. Oh, these are going to be great. I'm so excited for them. They'll be a safe place to wrestle with your doubts and ask questions and form new friendships, okay? It's a place where we can know each other and actually be known by each other as well. These small groups will not be a place where an expert just spits out more information for you to process. No, they'll be a safe place where groups of friends can actually have meaningful spiritual conversations. There'll be a place where instead of just talking about unity, we can actually live into unity. Going forward in Fifth Avenue Church, we are going to place a greater and greater emphasis on these small group gatherings. We believe they're a vital place where transformation can take place and people can be connected to each other and God in exciting new ways. So here to tell you a little bit more about them are Joel and Melissa Skinner.
These gatherings will have some similarities to other groups you may have been a part of in the past, although we will be meeting outside as a part of the safety protocols during the pandemic. Each group will have a host, and the host's job is to create a hospitable environment and to facilitate a conversation. There will be questions provided ahead of time to help focus the conversation, usually centered around themes and scriptures from the Sunday message. These are questions not with right or wrong answers, but designed to help each of us share our unique experience and perspectives. The goal of that conversation is for everyone to leave encouraged and hopefully with a new thought to take back to your own conversation with God. These groups also are about connecting and getting to know each other. So we want to be open to creating some new relationships within our community. It can be really difficult to get to know people in a room where there are hundreds. However, there are so many incredible people in our church. It's exciting to think about taking a challenging time like this and actually turning it into an opportunity to grow in some new ways together. So, assuming you cannot wait to sign up for these groups, here's Melissa to tell you how.
The way we're keeping track of our small groups is through an online sign-up page called Sign Up Genius. On that page, you will see a list of which hosts are offering their home that week and details about each location. It's also a way that we are able to communicate with our hosts so they're able to prepare and make sure they have enough space for each week. One way to help out the hosts is to make sure you put just one person per line and also just sign up for the ones that you're planning on attending that week. Since these small groups are helping to fill the need that used to be filled by weekly Sunday gatherings as a large group, one thing we're borrowing from that is just the idea that you can sign up for one group 1 week and not be expected that you're coming for a certain amount of weeks in the future. And so you have the freedom to either sign up for multiple groups, one group 1 week and another group another week, or you can stay consistent and sign up for the same group each week. But either way, you would need to sign up each week so that we're able to accommodate for the specific number of people coming on a given week. Also, double check the details on the group you're signing up for. Each host might have a specific need based on their comfortability or safety level for the COVID-19. So if they've requested everyone to wear a mask, that would be something you would need to comply with and check with the church if you are in need of a mask for that. There might also be other special instructions just based on the specific location. So keep an eye out for any details and just make sure everything works for you. Also, each group may have a slightly different format depending on what the hosts decide. So some hosts might provide a place to watch the church service together online, like you might do at your home, but just do it all together. Or it might be a group where you come after watching it and then you get together to discuss the discussion questions. Or there might be another format different than that. So just check the details and pick the group that works best for you and that suits your preferences. A final note I wanted to add was just that as we are trying to accommodate so many different people with different health needs and different preferences and even just perspectives, I think one thing that can go a long way is a lot of generosity. I know that our church is filled with a lot of wonderful people, and I'm so glad that all of you are a part of our group. And I hope that you can all offer generosity on a couple levels. One being that you could offer yourself to the group and just be generous in how much that you would be willing to let yourself be known. And then there's going to be other people letting themselves be known, and so you have the chance to offer generosity back to them and receive them as they are. And even the things that you see differently or that you would prefer to be different, I think just generosity might be the theme for making these things work. So I'm so glad that we have this chance to do this together, and I hope to see you all very soon.